If you enjoy seeing live music, you definitely need to put this on your calendar this Thursday, April 14th, 7:30, Wesley United Methodist Church, 400 Iowa Avenue. Here in Muscatine, Nnenna Freelon is going to be there. She's going to put on an incredible show, and here's a little bit of Nnenna right now, and we'll talk to her in just a second. This song is called Nature Boy.
There was a boy, very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far.
And joining me right now on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline, Nnenna Freelon. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Is it weird hearing yourself on the radio and then being on the radio? Is that a weird thing for you?
It's weird in the best possible way.
We are so excited to have you come to town on Thursday, and I love. I've been listening to a lot of your stuff over the past few days, and it's terrific. So this is going to be a great show Thursday night, 7:30. Have you been to the great state of Iowa before?
I have. I was there last year, and that's where I met the good people who are bringing me back. Actually, when I was at the church the last time, I did an a cappella concert. So this time I'm bringing my band.
Wow.
Piano, bass, and drums. And we're going to do a full evening's work, and I'm just thrilled because the people are wonderful. The hospitality is like none other, and we just had a ball, so I'm really, really looking forward.
Well, I can tell you that everybody's excited, and again, it's a free show. It's 7:30, Wesley United Methodist Church, 400 Iowa Avenue. It's all part of the Jackson Concert Series. We have a newspaper here at the radio station as well, which is kind of a weird thing, and there's a nice ad in there, so we're looking forward to it. A question that I have, Nnenna, is, with all the singing that you do, and obviously I talk a lot for my job, what have you found has been a useful way to preserve your vocal cords? Because I'm always looking for tips on that.
Wow, what a great question. There is really no substitute for vocal rest. I mean, I wish there was a magic, formula, but vocal rest is so essential for people who work with their voices. Mm-hmm. And then good vocal hygiene is what we like to call it. Not overusing your voice, not overtaxing your voice, and speaking in the right way with really good breath support, even when you're speaking.
Right.
There's a lot of times I get asked to sing and speak, and it's sometimes a little hard to let folks know that, gee, the same vocal cords I used to sing, I used to speak. So, so it's kind of just like pacing yourself. I've got friends who work on Broadway. That's 5 nights a week, and then 2 shows on Saturday. And they really have to be almost silent.
Right.
During their off times because they use their voices so much.
And hopefully, like, for yourself, and what people think for me is that I get off the radio and I just don't shut up all day. But I'm kind of a quiet person on purpose because I don't, I can't even stand, when I get like a cold or I get congested and I sound different. So people think I'm probably like antisocial, but I'm really just trying. And I don't even talk.
You need a little sign.
Right. I need a sign. Yeah. Or maybe a T-shirt that says I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to preserve my vocal cords because I work on the radio. That could be a good shirt, right?
That could be a good shirt.
So where's home for you, Nnenna? Where do you reside when you're not touring, and then where did you grow up? 2-part question.
I live in the great state of North Carolina,
okay,
the old North State, and I was born in Massachusetts, the unpronounceable, unspellable state, and grew up there in the New England area, and so I'm kind of a transplanted Yankee girl, and really enjoy living in the South, and enjoy the part of my job that allows me to travel to places like Iowa, but also places outside of the United States, and bring this American treasure to people all over the world. It's really a thrill and an honor.
Yeah, I want you to speak to the importance of jazz because, I have a respect for jazz, and I have my own collection of records and vinyl and whatever, but, Nnenna, I have two young kids, a 4-year-old and a 16-month-old, and I definitely want them to hear jazz music and appreciate it. But for you, I'm assuming that appreciation runs deep, obviously, because it's what you do for a living.
Oh, yeah. And when our children were young, we exposed them to all kinds of music, from John Coltrane to, Beethoven. And as a result, they are very eclectic adults who like a lot of different kinds of things. Mm-hmm. So I think it's the exposure to music when a child is young that really makes the difference in how they can appreciate different kinds of things. The brain is so elastic when you're young that these exposures before you're 3 years old really can change the course of a life. And this jazz music is an American treasure. In some ways, it's more respected and appreciated outside of the United States than it is here.
And that's fascinating to me because it almost seems like we've let jazz slip away a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we need to reclaim it. Maybe.
I think what's happening is that jazz was the popular music of the 1940s and 50s. Okay, so we are a pop culture driven country. We want what's new. We want what's driven by the latest and greatest. And frankly, jazz is not that now. But there is still, I think, a need to preserve the American songbook, to preserve an appreciation of Duke Ellington and Hoagie Carmichael and Johnny Mercer, John Coltrane, all of these icons, historical icons. Their music is still relevant and still beautiful and still worth a listen. So I don't know what they keep talking about how the market for jazz is shrinking, but I think as our population gets, the young folks get a little bit older, they're going to be searching for something of substance and something that speaks to their heart. Once you have a mortgage and kids, you're not so interested in Justin Bieber anymore because you have a different kind of life. So I think your musical tastes are going to evolve.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
No, you're right. I love that. And my suggestion was going to be, well, maybe we need to get like a Nnenna Freelon reality show, and then people, you know what I mean? People will understand how important of a role that people like yourself play in this jazz music world. But I'm kidding, of course. But you're right. I mean, my personal music tastes have, I was fortunate enough to have parents that listened to classic rock and jazz and blues, and I have a very big, obviously, appreciation for music. So I love what you're saying, and that's what I'm going to try and instill with my kids as well. And that's really one of the jobs of being a parent, right? I mean,
that's right.
Without forcing your music preferences on your kids, you play it enough in the background, and they can't help but sing along, right?
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Listen, I'm super excited for the show. Again, it's Thursday night, Wesley United Methodist Church, 400 Iowa Avenue here in Muscatine, part of the Jackson Concert Series. Showtime is 7:30. Admission is free, so the price is right, and you're going to get treated to a world-class evening of jazz. And I just want to say thank you for the time. Have a safe trip to the great state of Iowa, and we are looking forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to tearing it up in Muscatine.
All right. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much, Nnenna.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.